Derek Barasa has lectured UDA sympathizer like a cruel baby at Citizen TV.
The sentient opinion by my friend Kiprono are actually a very big disgrace. Let me just use that word for lack of a better statement to say. You see, when you say police is making investigations and police has said the man has abducted, so which one do we listen to? The police itself is confusing us. You see, just last week when you're saying the man kidnapped himself, there was a hearing, I think, in Kiambu, in the Kiambu court, Justice Abigail Mushila. And Justice Abigail Mushila read the law.
You're talking about?
Yes, about Koimburi.
Koimburi, yes.
Koimburi's case. And it was a habeas corpus warrant that you should produce the body. And it was read to the police itself to produce the body. For you, where Kiprono kuja pale, and you decide to say at Koimburi and 60 other Kenyans have been abducting himself. And most of all, let me just point this, and this you should never repeat it, Kiprono. Usijaribu kusema kitu tena. Shakahola people were never abducted. Whatever happened in Shakahola, you were still healing from that. And for you, when you come here to try to tell us that Shakahola, 60 other Kenyans, and Kibet Bull, seriously. These are people who are championing. I am sure 60 years from now, someone will write a book about Kibet Bull ati alipigania inchi. And for you, well, Kiprono hapo umefanya nini inchi? For you have decided to come here and call all these people abducting themselves and all these things. Let me say, you see, in Zimbabwe there was a man called Morrison Nyadhi. Morrison Nyadhi, when people were fighting, the freedom fighters against the white man, this guy went and distorted the weapons of all these people, and later that eventually led to their capture. Because when they were caught, they failed to fire. You see, in Mau Mau, Kenya, when we were fighting, there was a guy called Ndirangumau. Ndirangumau was the man who eventually decided to go and hand over the Dan Kimathi to the white man, and the rest is history like we see today. What we see Kiprono here and many other young people on this panel, we shall see them by their fruit. What they're saying here today is a clear example that they have been socialized to that particular club of the individualistic, the rich and the unholy that we talk about in this government. When you see them talking about, Kiprono, you're a young man, seriously. If I look at you, 20 years from now.
You know now,
20 years from now, let me make my point. I kept quiet when you're talking. Let me just make my point. You see, 20 years from, if you proceed like this, we shall not have a country. We shall not have a country with leaders that think Shakahola was a joke. We shall not have a country with people that think all these goings on are actually a joke. You see, the people like Kiprono here that we see have failed the ethical test. They have failed the ethical test because they are avoiding the real political struggle and they are deciding to conform to this regime.
Okay, which is?
To mention the real issues, to cite out these issues like I'm doing here particularly. What they are deciding to do is try to dramatize, to fall to the defense of the system, so for their own particular gain. And we are clear about that. Last week we were here, Kazmuel Makore, Morana Kebaso, all these, I'm calling out those names. Whoever is falling prey to this regime, we are seeing you and we want to sound a resounding warning to them, particularly. You see, this country needs a surgery, and we are identifying those people one by one. Kiprono, when in number moja, you are among those people who will fall on the table for surgery. Where?
Okay.
Kazmuel, Morara,
yes.
Tutanguka now, what? And a surgery without anesthesia.
And I hope that does not translate to violence.
When we talk about investigation, when we talk about abduction, when we talk about the role of the police officers in this country, it is something which is well known. Today, if a Kenyan citizen is arrested, there must be arrest warrant. It is called that way. The police officers coming for you with the arrest warrant to prove that you did a mistake. You didn't obey the constitution. So what about this illegal abduction? Do they come with arrest warrant? No. And that is why it is called abduction. So, Mr. Kiprono, instead of defending and coming up with some of essential part of this, how government should stop all this drama, Derek Barasa decided to show him what should be done. He kept quiet, he was tongue-tied, and he couldn't defend UDA administration anymore because the truth was there with him. Or the truth was there with him. Let me tell you one thing. You see, when you listen to whatever the former AG, Justin Muturi, keep on saying, I know some of you or many of us will say that Muturi is speaking because he was removed or impeached. And of course, he is bitter, that is the truth. But when you listen to him deeply on his remarks, he keep on saying about this abduction, so on and so on, you will be shocked and ask yourself this question. Why is the government not taking things serious? It means they know whatever they're doing, and it's upon them to ensure that Kenyans are well secured. So these are the people who are supposed to be appointed by William Ruto to give him advices. Instead, he is appointing other men and women who are not even there to support him when there is time of sorrows at this moment like this. So the issue of abduction is something normal in this country. The government is trying to pretend, saying that they are serious and defending this abduction. Yet they don't work on it seriously. And that is what Derek decided to show UDA sympathizer Kiprono, and he couldn't defend himself. Number one, the fear have gone, and Dr. Derek is now among the people who are confirming to UDA that they have failed as a government. And Kenyans need a long way to go if they will still listen to this advice coming from the government. So the drama is well seen at Citizen TV. UDA lectured like a cruel baby, live on camera. Not because there is a political hatred, no. It is because some of us are against this uncouth behavior we are seeing in this UDA administration. And not because they don't understand whatever they are doing. They understand very well whatever they are doing. They know whatever they are doing, and they are there to do and repeat the same mistake. They hate to be corrected. So that is the drama. Ladies and gentlemen, I wanted to be short as that, and I wish you all the best. Give us your opinion at the comment section below. Bye bye.